Sorry, when I've done 11 videos, I only done 10. Hopefully I got all of it. So yeah, I will sell these books, possibly even physical books. I have written Overcoming the Odds, which describes the struggles and the triumphs that I experienced in the first 30 years of my life. Although I viewed no contact from family as inherently wrong because they are family, well, I eventually ran out of patience with them and went no contact when I was 32 years old and moved to the Wellington region last year when I was 33 years old. I'm now 34 years old and I have been no contact for 27 months as of this Friday. This was last year, so that'll be 39 months, 3 years and 3 months. That's 2 years and 3 months. 3 years and 3 months now, but 2 years and 3 months when I wrote this. The book was written just before I went no contact. Chapters include A Child is Born, primary school years, intermediate school years, high school years, church years, my studying years and the struggles that followed, the death of white guilt, holistic well-being, the pursuit of pro wrestling, my love life, and the transitional years. Those are the 11 chapters. The second book that I've written and will put out there is this one. But it's the fifth one I put out. It's the second I wrote. Next, I will write Living as an Aspie. That's already on YouTube. So is Rebellion Against the Body, as well as Why God Allows Autism, as well as A Man's Man. But A Man's Man is on here too, but you have to search through because you can't have a playlist on here. I have not given up. I'm still working full time and I have learnt from my past mistakes, and I will use social media as well as any other avenue to promote my books and to promote my music. May you all be blessed and may you all have a wonderful evening. It's the end of chapter 9. 2 more chapters and we're done. So that's 2 full pages and it's about 3 pages when you put it all together. And it was about 18. So we've done most of it. Chapter 10, Mid-20s Battle. With all this knowledge about my personal life as well as events that happened in the modern Western civilization that helped shape our collective experience and what we intended to do and achieve in society. However, I named this chapter the Mid-20s Battle because from my personal experience, 90% of people have thrown in the towel once they get to their mid-20s. At least 50% by their early 20s and at least 90% by their mid-20s. A lot of people that I knew, the high majority that is, turned fake or more like robot-like. I even adopted this when dealing with bosses or complete strangers, but when I was with my friends and with my acquaintances, I was still myself. Although I was changing over the years, I was still authentic in being true, or my true authentic self in accordance to who I was at the time. Now, I'm not the smartest knife in the drawer, or the sharpest knife in the drawer, but it's the smartest knife in the drawer. But I'm not the dumbest in the world either, which is why I'm able to do what I do. And I've always been a fast and great songwriter, and this is the second book that I've completed writing that I'm showing to you guys. And I started another... the other one's from a decade ago. Yeah, A Man's Man, yep. And I started another one from about a decade ago called A Man's Man. And once the book is complete, I will start writing Living as an Aspie. I write as I'm inspired to do so, but I'm not the smartest, or am I smarter than what I think? Because I know for a fact that geniuses usually pause and hesitate before they deliver the masterpiece. Mike Tyson in his early fights was afraid to fight, yet when he got in the ring, he destroyed his opponents. According to the 8 Mile movie, Eminem hesitated, but once he pushed past the uncertainty, he destroyed all his opponents that came his way, just like he does in real life. I finished writing my first 2 books 2 years ago, and I did about 4 albums in the past. and made some other tracks as well, but I never put it out on social media because I didn't believe in social media. So I've got enough songs that I've saved from those times. I will release them with new backing tracks. There's other books that I've written. I'm sorry they were film scripts. They were film scripts. But I think I left them back at my parents' house. I have multiple wrestling career storylines in mind, and I just want to go and do it all. Yes, books, songs, film scripts, wrestling career storylines, characters such as Jack Kidderoo and Swagmaster, amongst many others. My point is, in 6 months I will be 35 years old and I am nowhere near dead. I haven't thrown in the towel and I've got a lot of work written and ready to go. 5 albums worth of songs, 2 books that I've kept, and 2 film scripts that I may have left behind. By the time I was in my mid-20s, it was no longer surprising for individuals or groups of people to say, "Sorry, Daniel, I quit. I can't follow God anymore. I can't put in the work anymore. I give up. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to speak up anymore. I just want to fit in." This wasn't surprising when I was in my... This wasn't a surprise when I was in my early 20s, but my disappointment came to an end in my late 20s. To all the young ones out there, don't ever become fake. Do not neglect your true and authentic selves and the possibilities and the talents and the skills and purpose that you have. To all of you who are in your late 20s and you haven't neglected your true and authentic self and the current authentic perspectives that you have and values that you have, and you haven't given up on your talents, your skills and your purpose, then you probably never will. But keep going, keep developing. If you're in your 30s and this is the case, whoa, you are awesome. And I hope that you have received blessings as a result of your due diligence. And you know what? You would have been blessed for your due diligence. I just hope that the blessings were so huge that you haven't forgotten them yet, and that they're still of use to you, and that you still appreciate them. Time for me to go put dinner on now. Naughty me, I usually get up at 5:30 a.m. to catch the bus to the train to work, which means I'm meant to be in bed at 9 p.m, but I haven't even had dinner, and it's 8:53 p.m. Naughty me. I'll be back. I'll be back. The food is cooking. It's now 9:15 p.m. or 21:15 hours, if you know what I mean. So the mid-20s is often the battle that decides whether or not the 50% who have not thrown in the towel yet as to whether or not they will throw in the towel or not. These are the years that are the deciding factors as to whether or not someone will become another clone to society or not. I work full-time, but I do other things on the side. Songwriting, music, book writing, included amongst these other things. I have been broken 100 times, if not 1,000 times, throughout my whole entire life. Now, what used to break me 5 years ago is now a humorous, funny joke, which makes me laugh. Just like Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 2 or 3 or whatever. Don't make me laugh. That was pathetic. Don't make me laugh. I saw so many kind, loving people turn into monsters. People I knew when I was in my mid-teens. So many people turned into monsters by their mid-20s. Many didn't. Many still stayed cool. I still believe in people. I am well aware that there are a lot of toxic people out there, but I refuse to give up on humanity. There are good people out there. For every toxic person, there's a good person. Anyway, it's at 10:22 p.m. or 22:22, and I must get up at 5:30 a.m. So I must say goodnight. Don't ever give up on God. Never turn on yourself. And if you have a healthy family where